Red Star Belgrade, and we need to go to the Stadion Rajko Mitic, which is popularly known as the Maracanã.
I didn't see this coming.
Yeah,
Not at all. I assumed Bernabeu.
It is a cauldron, the Maracanã, known for its very intimidating, imposing atmosphere.
Wow.
It gets heavy with police presence, with thug-like supporters. This game, Red Star against Partizan, Crvena Zvezda against Partizan, is one of the most heated, I would say even dangerous derbies. I wish that before I die, I go to experience the full-fledged atmosphere of a Crvena Zvezda against Partizan Belgrade, because
would you sit with the...
I would sit with the Red Star fans. I try to, no phone, no recording, no content that day, just
fully present.
Go with the fans. It's just, I feel like Eastern Europeans, they have a different way of chanting. It's almost like army-like. In strength in numbers together, it's meant to intimidate. Whereas like, I've grown up in a South American culture where it's more of a carnival atmosphere. Songs, instruments, drums, cymbals, very extended songs, wordy, and this is different. This is hey, hey, and everybody jumping, a lot of flares. I mean, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That was unexpected.
One of the most difficult
like
atmospheres to go play, and they're European champions.
All right.
You know Panenka? When they hosted the European Cup, that's where the Panenka was done.
Ooh.
Yeah. In Serbia, they eat a slice of pizza with a mayo-like onion sauce squeezed on top. And that would make me want to chant for 90 minutes.
Thanks for adding
I would make some intimidating noises as well if I ate that.
Well done. Well done, Nico. Okay. Charlie, you're up.
So I chose a stadium that I have always dreamed of playing in. And so I preface this by saying I got to play in arguably the most historic stadium in the world, in the Azteca Stadium, Estadio Azteca in Mexico City.
And score.
But, both Maradona and Pelé won the World Cups in Mexico and having played matches in Azteca Stadium. So going to the UK, I felt for the first time going to Europe, I got to go to Old Trafford. And this was 2002. It was my first time going to Europe.
What?
First time flying overseas. And I just remember being wowed by Old Trafford. And they had just signed Rio Ferdinand. And so getting to do a tour and knowing the history of the club, having known that the 1966 World Cup was played, this was one of the stadium sites for that World Cup, where England won in '66. Euro '96 was played here, and the 2003 Champions League final. But knowing that Sir Alex Ferguson won 13 league titles, 2 Champions Leagues with his squads that have graced the pitch here. Sir Matt Busby won 13 titles, the first European Cup for Manchester United. Just knowing the history of this stadium and what it means, it's the biggest club football stadium in UK, 74,000. I just felt like if you play in the theater of dreams, this is one of the ultimate prizes in terms of stadiums with history and legacy. And I just felt, if I had played in this stadium, that would have been one of the biggest check marks for me. But maybe in another life.
Wow.
Not what I expected at all.
Not at all, especially from an Arsenal fan. But I can see your point, especially with just going back to the players that have played there and the historical moments that we've witnessed. I totally get it, even though I'm a Liverpool fan. You're definitely not winning, but
I mean, I'm not going to say anything bad about Red Star Belgrade. You ain't going to catch me saying that on air. I will say, not a fan of Old Trafford for one reason: the clock counts down from 90. 0.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so strange.
What?
I hate it. I hate
It
it.
sounds like college soccer.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, you can't make fun of MLS's early days if this is what's happening in your
Does
stadium. Yes, I'm not a fan. But the one I picked is a stadium that I originally, before I went there, it seemed impressive on TV. And, you know, watching it, the atmosphere is incredible. The fans are absolutely incredible. But I'm like, maybe it's not that impressive. And then going there, I've never felt anything like watching the yellow wall bounce in unison. 25,000 people at the Westfalenstadion, now known as the Signal Iduna Park. Shouts to all my BVB fans out there. 81,365 capacity. Germany's largest stadium. It's right now, currently, the largest top flight stadium in all of Europe. Technically, Camp Nou is, but that right now is under construction, so it's not there. It's an absolutely impressive. Here's just a couple videos.
Wow.
The Cooligans, shouts to the Cooligans, download it, please. Great podcast, I'm on it. This is when we went on a trip. You can see.
That's awesome.
You feel like half of Germany showed up wearing yellow, and they are completely enveloping and surrounding you. It is an atmosphere like I've never seen. There was I believe it was the Times said, and I quote, the Times Online said, Borussia Dortmund's ground is a classic. 2 huge end terraces that fling noise down at the playing area with a deafening intensity. This place is built for football and for fans to express themselves. Every European Cup final should be held here.
Wow.
The best atmosphere on the continent on a game-to-game basis. The last thing I will say is, iconic moments, probably the most iconic moment is Germany losing to Italy 2-0 in the 2006 World Cup semifinal. But for me, the moment that I remember when I think of the stadium, besides being there, is probably Robert Lewandowski's 4 goals against Real Madrid. Absolutely incredible in a 4-1 thriller. I mean, such incredible. I mean, look at this. This
Standing room
It's
only, the
unbelievable.
Südtribüne.
Yeah, it's standing, but safe standing. Safe
Correct.
standing. Their capacity is 81,000, but they've reached a record of 83,000 total people.
Didn't you
incredible.
get the feeling that when you're looking at the Südtribüne, it just never ends? It
It's
just
also
feels like
Look at that.
It's intense.
It's pitched at
amazing.
35
The
degrees.
Wand.
I hope I'm saying that correct. I hope that's the right number. It's 35-degree pitch. It feels flat. The word wall is very appropriately
Yeah.
used. It feels like it's on top of you. And everyone looks like ants, and you're just in the other stand. You're right next to them. It's a wild atmosphere. And I honestly, having been there, I'm like, that is the bar by which atmospheres are set. It was amazing.
Yeah. Wow. Well, you've all presented very good cases, very solid cases. For me, it's an easy decision, though. I'm going with Alexis in this one,
Gelbe Wand.
only because that is when we talked about earlier, like a bucket listing. I have always wanted to go to Germany and go to a Borussia Dortmund match for those exact reasons. I think it just looks so intense, and just like, you know, the way you described it, just kind of like pulsing through your body when the wall starts jumping up and down. To me, like, that just feels so iconic, and
It's
I've
really
always
impressive.
wanted to experience that. Also, like, you know, the thug thing kind of threw me off with that.
It's scary.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know.
It's scary.
Suze, you feel comfortable in there?
Yeah.
like,
Suze with a bucket hat and a red flare bouncing off her neck.
I can always fall back on the neck bouncing.
Like, you can't fight this, bro.
I always
Look at
have
her.
that. No, that was great. Well done, guys.